Hello, it's Adedoyin Jaiyesimi here, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So this week is a super exciting week for me because, drum rolls, it is my birthday week, and I'm absolutely excited about it. I think I'm always excited about my birthday, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. As we round up the year, I thought that it would be a good idea for me to share some of the top lessons that I've learned in 2023. It's been an amazing year. A lot of things have happened, and I was just reflecting on some of the professional lessons, and I said, you know what, let me do this video where I can share some of my top lessons from 2023. And as always, I hope that you'll find it useful even as you're preparing for 2024. So let's get into the content for today. So the first lesson is about success. I remember in one of the frequently asked question series videos that I did, there was a question on how do you define success as a communications professional. And as I was reflecting, I just really thought about this concept of success. What I've really learned from this year is that success requires hard work. Sometimes I have conversations with people just starting out in their career in the early years, mid years, and they're frustrated about certain things. And I always have to remind them, I'm 11 years in this career, so you can't benchmark yourself against me with where you are right now, because you're in what, chapter 3 or chapter 4. I'm in chapter 11, so we're definitely not going to be in the same space. It's taking me a while. Yes, it may not take you this long to get to where I am, but you all have to go through your own process. And that's the second lesson. Sustained success requires a commitment to process. There is always a process. There are things to learn. You have to work hard, study the books, push yourself, and don't skip your process. Basically, you have the experienced people, mentors that can say to you, okay, take this turn, do this here, that allows you to shorten your own learning curve. But the truth is that everybody in their professional journey and even in life, we all have our own process, and you must go through yours. I find that if you try to shortchange or try to speed it up or skip a lesson, it comes to haunt you at some point in the future. So success it's very possible in your career, in your professional journey, but it requires some level of hard work. Yes, there's smart work, because I know there's that conversation of, smart work versus hard work. There's still hard work required, and then give it time. Time is so important. Like, I find that sometimes people forget that, hey, some of these people you're looking up to, they've been on this thing for decades. So yeah, that was one key lesson that I learned from 2023. The second lesson is tied to the first one. There isn't one path to success. And I think one of the beautiful things about running the Comms Avenue is that I get to listen to the career stories of so many people, how they got into the field, what they're doing, how they're pivoting and transitioning. And it's so diverse and it's so different. So someone is saying, I want to transition into comms, I'm sending my CVs, I'm doing XYZ. And I challenge them to say, yes, that is a path and that is a route, but then are other ways, and you just have to be able to think creatively about the goal that you want to achieve. If you're job hunting at the moment, you've sent a lot of CVs, you've responded to job opportunities maybe on LinkedIn, and things are not going the way that you want them to go, let me encourage you that there isn't just one path to achieving your goals and your objective. So you might just find that you need to just take some time off this holiday and assess what are the possible ways through which I can achieve this goal that I have, whether it's to transition from another industry into the communications industry. Maybe I want to pivot from finance to development. Think creatively about it. And I find that talking to people as well, when you speak to people, they're able to give you insight. They may not be able to give you all the answers, but you pick up something from this person, pick up something from somebody else, and then it just gives you a clearer picture of how to go about it. So yeah, there really isn't one path to success. And with that is also the fact that you can learn from others and appreciate your own journey, but don't feel under pressure to model your career exactly like somebody else's, because remember, the times are even changing. If you've read my book, the times in which I went through all of that is different from now. So the outcomes, you might do exactly the same thing that I did, and then the outcomes will be totally different. So I think that there's beauty in just appreciating your journey and knowing that there's really more than one way to achieve success. The next one is be willing to serve. I mean, for those of you that have been following me and watching my videos for a while now, you know that I'm a big advocate of volunteering. And I think it really just comes from that mindset of wanting to give. It pays to give than to receive, and just that heart of generosity, that heart that just wants to, add something of value to an organization or to people. And I find that it's so valuable to serve. More and more, I'm seeing that people just want to take and take and take. They're thinking about what I can get from this person. So if you listen to the video that I did on networking, it's usually about what can this person do to me, or do for me rather. And I find that when you switch that mindset and ask, what can I do for this person? How can I serve? How can I volunteer? How can I be of value to this person? It opens doors that you even least expect. And that has been the story of my life and my career journey. I just say, okay, you know what, there's a need here. Let me spend my time serving. Let me spend my time doing this. Just as recently as last week, I still volunteered to serve someone, just because, I mean, yes, it was time consuming, but I was happy to do it, right? Because I don't know, I just find like service is just depositing in the person's bank account, and maybe I just genuinely like it, but I find that it's really, really beautiful to be able to serve. And I don't know, I can't really explain it, but there is value in serving others and looking out, being deliberate about looking out for opportunities to serve people from a genuine heart. I find that it brings, I think the word I'm looking for is that it's rewarding. There's a sense of fulfillment, yes, that comes with it. And that was something that really struck me this year. This next lesson, so I've known this lesson for a while, but again, a lot of these lessons, it's not like I'm just learning them, but they just really stood out this year. And this one is that you're not the only person that is going through whatever it is that you're going through. You know that sometimes you feel like I'm the only one going through this in my organization, nobody gets it, nobody understands it, but you realize that actually you're not the only person. And that's the beauty of community. When we have our hangouts at the Comms Avenue and people start talking about their challenges, they then realize, oh, somebody else has gone through that, and that person is able to give a tip, or somebody is in the middle of that, and they come together and they're able to just brainstorm, okay, how can we solve this, what do we need to do? And it's really beautiful to see. But I think the point for me is that don't go on your career journey in isolation. If you're a PR or communications professional who is predominantly based in Africa, you really should join the Comms Avenue community, because that support is required. A lot of times working in comms, there are frustrating moments, there are times that you feel like you're all alone, but when you're in community, at least you have people that understand what it is you're going through, who may have been there, and who can also possibly give you advice or even encouragement. Some days you just need encouragement. I remember one time a community member posted something and she was really down, and people responded, just encouraging her, cheering her up, and that was just what she needed to just boost her day. So yeah, whatever it is you may be going through in your professional journey, you are not alone, I promise you. And I think that tied to the last point that I made is please speak up and speak out, because you can be going through something and you don't speak out. Like the example I was giving you, the girl, she spoke out in the group and people were able to rally around her. But if she didn't see anything, she would have just been in her shell. Maybe she'd be crying, or maybe she would have felt really bad, and then the things would be escalating. It will affect her mental health. So please be willing to speak up and speak out. And it's not even just about challenges. What opportunities are you looking for? There are times that people reach out to me, what are they doing? Do you know somebody that is looking for this? Or I need this kind of hand or this kind of talent. And because I know somebody has mentioned to me, oh, I'm looking for writing jobs. Oh, I'm looking for this kind of opportunities. I'm like, oh, I know this person. Let me send you their CV. Or let me connect you with them. Maybe they'll be interested in this opportunity. So speak up and speak out. If you don't speak up, if you don't speak out, nobody knows what you're going through. Nobody knows the opportunities that you're looking for. Nobody knows if you're looking for a job or not, or you want to leave your job. And frankly, nobody will be able to help you if they don't know. And yeah, I think that's an important lesson. I found that people miss out on certain opportunities just because they haven't even spoken up, or they are not even speaking out. And then I find that the lessons that I'm sharing, they're quite interrelated. So this one is about being prepared for the opportunities that you're looking out for. I say this all the time. You can't say, oh, I want to pivot, I want to get this opportunity. Your CV is not ready and updated. You don't have your professional portfolio. You're not going to the places where you need to be. You have to be prepared for these opportunities. And this holiday, please spend time to look at your CV. If you need to update it, then save it in an email draft, save it in files on your phone, save it on your laptop, put it on WhatsApp. I know you'll be like, why? Because you never know. If somebody asks me now, Adedoyin, send your CV and portfolio, I just need to pull up my WhatsApp, forward. If it's by email, there's a draft ready to send off to the person that is asking for it. You have to be absolutely prepared. If you need to work on your elevator page, use this holiday to practice. Get ready for those opportunities, because more and more opportunities are not coming in the conventional ways that we know it. These days it's about you go out, you meet someone in a random environment, just by the conversation, send me your CV, this person will call you, have this ready. I will give you another example. So a few weeks ago, someone reached out to me, oh, we have this kind of training ready, can you please send us a proposal? I was ready. I just took one of the training decks, edited it based on what they told me they wanted, the outcomes, did everything and sent it to them. You have to be ready for these opportunities. So if you're doing consulting or you're doing freelancing, do you have your decks ready, so that if somebody says this is what we need, you're able to quickly edit and send it up? Because sometimes people will say, oh, I need it by close of business today, and you don't have so much time to now create something from scratch. Are you ready? Are you prepared for those opportunities that you're looking out for? And please be prepared to seize those opportunities, because sometimes imposter syndrome now comes. Can I? Should I? Is it? Please, you absolutely can go for it. These days when I'm going for opportunities, I will just say to myself, what's the worst that will happen? Just apply. I recently applied for something, I didn't get it, but I don't feel so bad. I'm happy that I applied for it. What will have made me really sad is if I didn't apply. So I'm not even sad, but I've gone through and I've applied them. So really take the time this holiday. I'm emphasizing it again because it's so important. Really take the time to build everything you need to build for the opportunities that you are looking out for. And then finally, I thought to chip this in there because I saw it play out in so many ways this year, and it's the fact that God makes everything work together for our good. So in the last example that I gave about something that I applied for but I didn't get, a foundation did a call for application for people to join their board, and this is something that I've been looking out for probably like 2 years. I really want to be part of a board and be paid to be sitting on the board. But this one, I don't think it was a paid opportunity, but I just saw it as, if I get it, at least I'll be able to get the experience that leads me to my eventual destination. And, I applied, like I said, I did my best with the application, but I didn't get it. But for me, it's not the end of the world, because again, remember the lesson, all things work together for good. God knows how He always orchestrates things. And in my journey, I found that even in situations where I put my heart into something, I really wanted something so bad, and the thing didn't work out as planned, there was always something much better down the line. I kid you not. That has always been my experience. And I found that the thing that didn't work out, all the things that I did for that opportunity that didn't work out, now eventually prepared me for the door that then opened. So closed doors are not the end of the world. They may be painful. I've been through, last year there was a closed door. I really cried because I really wanted this opportunity and all of that. But the truth is, when you see what's in store for you, we don't have the benefit of seeing the full picture, right? God sees everything. We just see now the moment that we're in. And when you step into that beautiful thing that God has for you, you then realize, oh, why was I even wasting my time crying? Well, that's been my experience. So I hope this encourages you, especially with regards to whatever disappointments that you may have faced this year. Maybe the job opportunities you didn't get, a job that you lost, a business opportunity, whatever it is, everything. I really do believe that everything will work together for your good. So pick yourself up, prepare for your opportunities, look at the lessons, mistakes that you may have made, the lessons from those mistakes, and then prepare to just go again, keep pushing. Someone asked me a question not too long ago that, what drives you, what gives you this faith to keep pushing? I was like, first of all, it's just God. I just know that God is a good father and there's always good in store. So the disappointments, when they happen, I allow myself to experience the frustration, the disappointment. I cry, but I must be able to pick myself up and keep going. And then this year, I've read books, autobiographies of business leaders. I've watched their interviews and all. Everybody has those low moments. So it's not something that is unique or peculiar to me. But the truth is that they didn't stay down. They didn't stay defeated. They were able to get up. And the love of God helps me to get up. My faith helps me to get up and keep going. So yeah. So those are the lessons that I have for this year. Thank you so much for listening. For those of you that read my blog post very recently. I wrote about something that I'm doing next year. So at the beginning of January, I believe it's on the 5th of January, I want to do a webinar for 20 young professionals. So you have zero. By zero is you are literally just finishing and entering into the workforce. Maybe you're just barely 6 months in the industry, up until 5 years of experience. I want to do a webinar for 20 of you where I'm just going to talk you through how you should be looking at 2024, what you should be doing, how you should hit the ground running with regards to your communication strategy for the year for your organization. Those of you that fall outside this category, please, I'll create something for you, I'm sure. But this is specifically for those with 0 to 5 years of experience, and the webinar will be on Zoom. So please register. It's free, but it requires a sign up process because I'm going to read through all the forms and select the people. So think about it seriously, because if you apply, you get selected and you don't show up, you've denied somebody an opportunity to be there. So the application form, I'm going to put the link to the application form so that you can apply. So you'll find the link in the description section of this video, and you can also check it out on social media as well. And then the second thing is that from the 20 people that join the webinar, I'm going to select about 4 or 5 people that I will handhold for a 3-month period in a one-on-one mentorship setting. So I'm looking forward to that. I've been wanting to do more one-on-one mentorship, and I want to start this pilot one and see how it goes. So it's about, maybe I'll do 5 people, but it's going to be from the people who attended the webinar. And again, it's free, but there's an application process. So yeah, please sign up. And if you have any questions about the session, the mentoring session, the webinar, please feel free to let me know. And if you have any general professional question, as always, I'll be very, very happy to answer the questions that you may have. Thank you for watching. Bye.